And I have that on my website, I believe. Maybe I don't. But organic pear food is really good. And Dr. Lafabeur's Nutriberries are very good. They love them because when baby was a little baby, I got him when he was 4 months old. The pet shop gave me just a bag of seed to bring home, and he was raised on that for a while. Luckily, I gave him, you know, some fruit and vegetables of mine and whole grain bread, because if I didn't, he would have died from that diet. They just didn't know anything in that pet shop at that time. So baby really loves Dr. Lafabeur's Nutriberries. I'll pick one up and show it to you. They're made for the one for cockatiels, see? Let me focus that. There, it's a Nutriberry, and Dr. Lafabeur makes them very nutritious. But to be on the safe side, I mix them in my bird's dish with pellets, the organic parrot pellets. And then I like to give them a little oatmeal that's uncooked with some flaxseed meal, and I put in a little piece of berry. It isn't fresh, but when you can't get fresh, I get frozen. And I coat the little berry in the flaxseed meal and oatmeal. And I get them Dr. Lafabeur's vitamins, and I mix it in their water. And that stuff, you need to get the stuff that helps them digest their food. It's good for their stomach and their crop, and it puts the natural bacteria back into it. That's very important, just like you would for people. Yeah. Oh, I know. Just like you would for people. Birds are very fragile and delicate. They have hollow bones, and they need to be well taken care of and well loved. Beenie's going to be 5 years old on December 4th. And baby, he's 11, and I give them attention every day. That'll keep your bird alive. And these birds can live to be almost 30 years old. And I want my birds to be able to live out their complete life. So you need to take really good care of them, just how you would your child. They're very complicated. Birds really need love and affection, and they need to interact with you, because we're like their flock, and they're very social creatures. And it's just very important to let your bird interact with you and your family. And you must be very important, though, to bird-proof your home, because if you don't bird-proof your home, there's a lot of things that could happen that you wouldn't want to happen. You need to quit using toxic house cleaners, for one thing. You need to change to all safe house cleaners, you know, environmental things. And you have to keep your toilet seat lid down all the time. Don't ever let them in the kitchen when you're cooking. That is the biggest mistake in the world. And just because your bird, if you have his wings clipped and he can't fly, I read a story about a lady that let the bird sit on her shoulder while she was cooking chili, and the poor thing fell into it. That just, don't even bring them in when you're cooking. I mean, just too many awful things could happen. And I know you wouldn't ever want anything like that to happen, but it does. And don't let your birds sit by the kitchen, because there's some fumes that can come out of there that might, you know, if you burn something, that would be really bad for their lungs. They have little delicate lungs. I had taken in a canary, and he was very sick, and he was getting better, and I put some Arm & Hammer rug deodorizer on my rug and vacuumed him up, and the bird was dead the next day. And you just don't want to use anything that could harm your bird. You can keep your house extremely clean and your bird cage and everything, and it doesn't have to be all these awful toxic products that you use. I need to tell people that, because I just don't want anything bad to happen to your bird. I mean, they're so wonderful. Just keep them away from the kitchen, and I bring mine in the bathroom every day with me when I take a bath, and you got to be careful that they don't go in the bathtub. They'll drown. Mine are very good, and they stay on their basket. And see, they can fly a little bit. That's why I think it's really important to let your bird fly a little bit. You just need to be real thoughtful about leaving doors and windows open. You should have a special room that your birds are in. Or make sure they're in the cage and the cage is closed. But anyway, they need a spray mist bath every day. They love it, and it's good for them because they have a lot of dander, and it can get in their noses and lungs and ears. And so it's better for everybody if you give them a bath every day. And you get a nice clean spray bottle, you know, that's special for them, and you put warm water in and test it before you spray it on them to make sure it isn't too hot or too cold. And they just love it, and it's really good for them. Yeah, isn't it good for you to take a bath? Yeah. It's good for you to take a bath. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. I have to give my lectures. I want everybody to take really good care of their birds.